Okay, so Dr. Jackson, we're student journalists at Annenberg. What did you take from tonight?
That people are hurting, that people have a certain amount of hope. They're looking for the university, LAPD, the Department of Public Safety, and others to come together to develop some solutions so that we can prevent incidents like this from happening in the future, where there's an overreaction by police when dealing with social activities. I also heard that people want to have a better relationship with the police, and there's an understanding that we're the police and the police are the police. We're in this together as a community. In my 18 years, I don't think I've seen such a passionate response to a problem, besides a football victory or loss. And that in some ways is quite beautiful.
And something Chief Thomas brought up is that USC students don't know their own neighbor. What are some ways do you think that the university administration can help facilitate that relationship, but also students can help facilitate that relationship?
Well, there's a couple of things. One, there's going to be the creation of this coalition of concerns. Community relations, LAPD, DPS, the university, and students working together to host barbecues, meet and greets. I like the idea that Jason had, was actually kind of interesting, about having community sporting events like basketball games or stuff like that. So I know that this is actually one of the things that John Thomas said he wants to do next year. And we actually met about 4 weeks ago to talk about how to do that. And so we're going to partner with Civic and Community Relations to develop some programs, kind of like our Kid Watch programs and some of these other neighborhood involvement programs that we have.
Another thing that I heard a student talking to you just now, and something that I've heard this whole year, is that what efforts are being made, or what efforts could be made to make more spaces available, especially on campus, for student social activities, especially at night.
We're in a building that's just for students. And I think what we've got to figure out is how to make sure they use this building. That's why we built it.
What about the cost, though?
We have to work our way through that. But we've got a facility here. Let's figure it out. Students have ideas. In fact, students have more discretionary money than I do. You have student government. Let's get the student government to say, you know what? We're going to allocate some of our funds to help provide support for the use of places like the campus center, maybe Town and Gown, although Town and Gown is maybe a bit more polite with the carpets and chandeliers. And I think that's what we have to do. I think this is really important. When those 4 people were almost killed on Halloween night, it scared the bejesus out of everybody. And we're all struggling with how to deal with it as an institution and as students. And somehow, a lot of folks just say, well, that didn't count. Well, that counted a lot. We got thousands of contacts from parents and alumni saying, you got to do something. So we're trying to figure out what to do. And it's only been 1 semester since that incident, and we have to work our way through figuring out how to adjust our security protocols, our party planning protocols and approval processes, so that students feel like they can use places like the campus. That's why we built this building.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's good. Thanks.
Thank you very much.